the one and unique state company in Brazil, which first has as partners the Distrito Federal and the Union, the federal government. These are the two partners that makes the company. It's 51% for Distrito Federal and 49% belongs to the Union, to the federal government. And recently, and it's a company that was founded in 1972, and since it has been founded, this is the first and most important authorization that was given to the company by changing the legislation, which expanded tremendously its competence. It means the company is now allowed to make partnership with the private sector to incorporate the land which owns to Terracap. It means, just to give you some idea, nearly 78% of the entire territory of the Distrito Federal belongs to Terracap. And from this land, because of the ownership of this land belonging just to one company, the price here in the capital of the country has increased tremendously recently because of all the international interest in the country, usually aimed to the capital of the country, where most of the biggest decisions are taken. Distrito Federal has the intention to build a new international financial center in Brasilia. So we would be calling for investors to come in and join to Terracap in this venture. And the advantage is that first, Terracap owns the lands. Second, the investors won't have to spend too much money in acquiring the land, because this will be part of the venture in which the Terracap will come in, will make up its shares with the land, and the investors will make its shares with the investment in building up, putting infrastructure in those areas. The challenges we face now is that being a state company as such, anytime we want to find a partner, we have to go through a tender or a bid. And this takes some time. Companies or investors have to be able to habilitate, to be able to compete. And for that, you have to bring several documents to prove your capability of participating. Since Terracap was allowed to make partnerships with the private sector and to create new companies in partnership, so these new companies are private, so they will be able to sell with the private demand without having to follow all the rules and which are established for the public sector. It doesn't mean that we are trying to cheat the rules and going. It's just that it makes easier, because remember, to find a private partner, it has to be through a tenders. However, once you create this new private company in partnership, and since we have to have the minority of the shares, it means it will never be a public company, this new one venture that to be. So they will have to follow the private rules, which are the market demand.